Hi everyone, so this tutorial is going to be for a U-fold or a bridge fold card. So it's very easy and I will show you later some of the results, but first of all you need a sheet of A4 card, and I've divided my card up into a piece 15 centimetres, 2 centimetres, and this is 4 centimetres, but I've split it into two pieces 14 centimetres long. So this is the only bit of waste that you get off your A4. So if we have a look at this cut up, there is my piece that is 15. I get left with a piece of 2 centimetre, and this piece I have broken up into two pieces of 14 by 4. So it's very economical to do this card, and this is Hunky Dory Adorable Scoreable, and this particular one, it's got a reverse colour, so we're going to be using that later on. So I'll put those to one side. There we go. And we're going to start with the main piece. Now the main piece gets scored, and we're going to score at 5 centimetres, 9 centimetres, and then we're going to turn our card round. So here we have 5 centimetres, 9 centimetres, turn it round the other way, and I'm doing 5 centimetres and 9 centimetres. That's all we need to do. Put the scoreboard away. Bone folder. First of all, I'm going along the 9 centimetre line, and when I fold it over, I'm checking that this piece and this piece are lined up. Then I put my bone tool down, and then I fold this one back. If you take time with the first one, this other one always goes in the right place. So this needs a little bit of an adjustment. Fold this back. Now there we have the basic U shape. Okay, so to do the decoration on this, I've gone for Hunky Dory Whopper Toppers, and you get all sorts of different shapes and things. This particular one is a square, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that inside here, and I'm going to put some double-sided tape on. And I'm going to take that now and fit it in, making sure that my folds are not interfered with. So there is my main picture in there. Now the 2 centimetre piece comes into play now. So what I want to do first is to fold that one and flatten that one, and then I want to fold that one and flatten that one, and it just makes sure that your folds are going the right way. Okay, so I want that one flat and that one folded in, and I'm just going to place this on here, and it's going to join onto card here and here. So if I flip it over, I can put on here a pencil mark there, so I need to put tape there, and if I put a mark here, I need tape there. So I'm just going to snip that off there, and my tape needs to go on here. There's no fold in it, it's just straightforward. So with this folded, I'm going to line up that piece carefully and stick down. Then I'm going to release this put it down and match. I've got a tiny bit that I went skew, so I'm going to take that off. And once again, I'm going to rock it both ways to make sure that the creases and everything's in the right place. So there we have our U-shaped card coming together. Now on the Whopper toppers, they often give you this little extra bit, and what I like to do is to put that at the top. So I'm going to even up the happy birthday, turn it over, and I'm going to mark with a pencil. What you don't want is any of the double-sided tape coming into that U shape. So I'm going to use smaller tape, which I've just thrown on the floor. I'm putting a narrow tape onto there and narrow tape onto there. So get it up the right way, flatten my card again, and I'm going to place this a fraction down from the top and rock it both ways. Now we have the bridge at the bottom, that's why it's called a bridge card, and we also have a little bridge at the top. Now we're going to bring in my two pieces here, which we cut 14 by 4. Now I could put them on like that, and that will cover the seam we've got here, and it will cover this up the top. But what I'm going to do is reverse that and use the other colour that's there. So I'm just going to reach for a piece of gold. And I'm going to stick this on, and I'm going to cut myself a small border all the way round. Now, I'm going to do this by hand. You can do whichever way you want to, whether you've got a trimmer, but I do like to do the tutorials so that you can do it without any expensive equipment. So here we have that. Now I'm going to go down the middle of that and remove this one. I wouldn't normally put gold with pink, but as it happens, the Hunky Dory picture has got gold around the outside, so I really felt that I must stay with the theme and go with it. So, just doing a small border all the way around. There's one. nearly there. I'm going to take a double-sided tape again, and two strips down. Now what I want to try and do is to catch in that bottom bridge, and also I'd like to catch in the top bridge. Now there's no direction on this one, so we can just place this on. I want to catch that there and there. So now I've got a small border here, small border here, and flick it over, and we're going to put border there. Now you'll see in a minute just how much you can decorate these up and completely change the look of it. Now also on the Hunky Dory Whopper Toppers there's a matching greeting, so I'm going to take that and I'm going to put my greeting across the bridge, place it flat, make sure it doesn't go lower than the card or the card won't stand up properly. So there is my Whopper Topper flowers at the back, my greeting across here, happy birthday across here, and these panels you could easily add extra bits to decorate those, but I wanted to keep this one fairly plain for you to see how it went together. So I'm going to put that one to one side for the moment. Here's another one. Now this again was the spotty paper, and this one had a nice big oval and it had some corners, so I've added those. And this one I've made the bridge a little bit bigger. So this one measures 4 centimetres. So that means that I've cut my background out 15 centimetres. I've cut this one out, but I've also cut a separate one from a separate piece of card. Okay, so you can go on and make the bridges as big as you like, and you'll see on some of the other ones how we've changed it. Okay, so I'll put that onto one side. This one is a beautiful one. This one was a Hunky Dory topper sheet, and it had a picture on the background, it had a strip with a greeting, and this piece here was actually in the kit that I had, so it's a pre-printed background. So I folded it, and there's the little shed there that matches. I think it was a free kit on one of their magazines, and it had a little tag on this one which I've just tucked down behind the fence. Now there is my bridge behind. You can see the little pale green, but what I've then done is die cut a fence and put the fence across. It actually joins just under here. Okay, so that one is a lovely different way of doing it, and that one itself came out of an A4, so it was 15 and then I think it's 4 or 5 centimetres for the bridge. Okay, I didn't need to cut my 14 centimetre panels because these were already decorated, and I just added the tag. Right, this one here Again, it was in the reversible colours. You can see that I've put the spotty across for the bridge, and I've broken the fence here, so I've got half on one side and half on the other side, and this time I've staggered the greeting so it comes across. The bridge is not going to move, so you can actually decorate the whole lot. Okay, I've added fancy scissors to go around here to give it a little bit of extra pattern. Right, now this one here, I've printed off a photo of a background that we had. We took a photo when we went on a canal holiday, and this was the canal going through. I've die cut grass, so this is just the 2 centimetre strip, and I've added die cut grass, some tattered lace reeds, and the tattered lace kingfisher. We saw lots of kingfishers on the canal. Right, this one doesn't exactly have a bridge. Okay, so what I've done is I've die cut a tree background, and I've mounted it onto acetate. So the acetate has gone behind these panels, and that is doing a bridge across the whole lot. Okay, I've added an extra tiny bridge part way through, and this again is a hunky-dory Whopper Topper Twilight, and I die cut the little stag to go inside. Okay, so that just shows you, if I can try and show you, there's my fingers in between, so my fingers can go between the whole lot. This is actually just a little bridge in the middle. Okay. Right, now we go to a bit more complicated. This one here is exactly the same U-bend, U-fold, but this time, where I've put the bridge across, I've cut this panel here that is 4 centimetres, this piece is 4 centimetres, this piece I think was 5 or 6, and I can now fold that. I've put, let me show you, I've put a tiny bridge there, which is the same height as this front piece. Okay. So when I fold this bit down, it can't go any further than that, and because it's the same height, the dressing table is resting on that. Now this one I've just die cut a little mirror on the back, a border around that. The strips I've put down here, I have put on my scoreboard, and I've just scored the extra pieces. Okay, so there I've got my wardrobe doors. I've cut out and scored around these, so it gives it a little bit of depth. Die cut the little oval for on there, and these are just brads that I fitted on. So that was the first one that I did that had this little flap. Now when you go into an envelope, it just pokes up and it will lie completely flat and go in a normal C5 envelope. When you open it out, you just pop that down and it stands as a normal card. I can hear you say, where are you going to write on it? So I tend to put the panel on there, which is decorated in the same way, and I write on the panel on the back. Okay, so we'll put that to one side. Now to go a little bit further, I decided I wanted to make a woodshed. So this is done in exactly the same way, but I used wood paper for the back. Okay, I had a lighter wood paper that I made a small panel to go on the back so I could hang some tools on it. And also I then took a piece that was 6 centimetres up, 4 centimetres in, so a 10 centimetre piece, and scored it at 4 centimetres, and that way, there's my flap, right, I decorated it up and then you poke that down, and once again, if you look, I've just put a little bridge in there, and that again is 6 centimetres to match this bit on the front. That one just folds down, and then I've die cut some tools, and again I've made drawers to go on the front, brads, and 2 little cupboards on the side. Okay, so that is U-fold, and if you go onto the internet and put U-fold or bridge fold, you will get so many ideas. I wanted to make a craft room one, so when I actually started to think about it, I then decided it was going to be a totally different fold, but still achieve the same thing. So that's going to be my next tutorial video, and it is absolutely super, and it has inspired 2